Another market halt, another day of red, red, red. The market crashing, but there's a lot of stocks. There's a lot of stocks that are making big moves. Some stocks up over 100, 200. One stock up over 2,400% in the last month. What is going on? The market's red, but why are these stocks going to the moon? I'm going to talk about all that fun stuff right here in this video, and also talk about a stock that we talked about this morning. I posted it on StockTwits. I posted it on Twitter. I posted it on YouTube. BMRA, I traded it this morning. It's up huge still. It's still going to the moon. And we're going to take a look at that stock here, see what went down, how I ended up making up over $780 today. Also trading futures as well. It's a green day. Also going to talk about the overall market, kind of what's going on, what's my plan still. I know I recently talked about how I was going to be buying the dip. And I made it very clear in that video that I was going to be waiting for that right opportunity. So I'm going to talk about what I'm really waiting for, and then I'm going to talk about kind of what my plan is here and what I'm going to be looking for. And overall, give you guys a heads up. If you haven't already, you want to make sure that you're hitting that bell notification. There's a little bell right next to the subscribe button or whatever there is down below. You want to make sure you hit that. That way when I post about the hot stocks or I post a gappers list in the morning, pretty much like every morning, I'm posting the Gapper list. And you can see BMRA, APRN on top of the Gapper list. Those stocks up big today. I posted them this morning before the market opened for free. So make sure you hit that bell notification and subscribe if you haven't already. That way you'll get updates when I do post things like this in the morning. And hopefully we can all profit together. So let's go. That's right. TVIX up over 2,400%. Check this out. This is the daily chart. Back in February, TVIX was $38.45. Today, it hit a high of $1,000. Now, I have not traded this stock at all. 2 times ETF that follows the VIX. Now, the VIX is the volatility indicator for showing volatility in the market. You know, when the market's crashing, things like that. Especially when the market's crashing down, you get big spikes in the VIX. Now, when the market goes sideways and goes up, we don't get any move of the VIX because it's not like volatility. Problem about this is the actual like correlation between the price of the market and the moves and the VIX and the TVX. It's this very complex calculation equation. And I've done research and I try to figure it out, but I couldn't figure it out. I'm not that smart. People out there, you know, are like, oh, this is a stock that I want to buy. I'm going to hold it. This is definitely not a stock that you want to buy and hold. As you can see, it's made some just, you know, insane moves, like going up to 420 the next day, opening, you know, down there at 317. And then this is not a stock you want to hold overnight by any means. Obviously, it looks amazing. Like, oh, wow, you know, it went from $40 up there to $1,000. I should have bought this back in February. But TVIX is definitely not a stock that you want to hold long-term by any means. You can see, if you go way back here, look at the price of TVIX after the reverse splits. And basically, TVIX is built to go to zero long-term. You know, as long as the volatility goes back down and the market finds a bottom and we start to go sideways and start to rally back, TVIX will start to crash back down very quickly. But people, you know, day traders, people like that do end up trading TVIX because it's a easy way to kind of play the volatility in the market. And it's something that, you know, I've done this before. I've traded TVX when the market was making volatile moves like that. But just wanted to kind of talk about some of the opportunities today in the market, especially overall in the market today. Some really big movers. So we had Apron. This is Blue Apron, the food delivery company. Look at this. Going from $2 up there to $19 the past, 3 days? This is on Monday, from $2 to $4. The next day from $5 to $7, and then from $9 to $19.50 today. Talk about a short squeeze. This is a full-on, just massive short squeeze, and it's interesting because it was definitely on the Gapper list this morning. I posted up this morning talking about Apron on the Gapper list. You got 8.1 million shares, so it's got a pretty small float actually. So definitely has potential for a massive short squeeze like you can see today, you know, going from $7 up there to $19. Some of the other stocks that I've been watching as well is UNFI. UNFI Monday going from $5 up there to $12.80. So even though the market, you can see here the SPY, this is the S&P 500 ETF, the SPY crashing down today. It's down 7.7%. Overall, the market just crashing here. The SPY today, 7.7%. Not really finding any buyers. Had a little bounce here at open, but just ever since then, just getting hammered from 249 back down into 230s. So futures have been all over the place. Wild today. A lot of volatility. It's been insane because the volatility is just madness. So like you're trying to trade this and you're like, okay, I'm going to buy here at 233, and all of a sudden it drops to 232. So it's all over the place. Really kind of, got to be quick, got to get in, got to get out. And I also suggest to people as well, if you're going to be trading during these volatile times, size down a little bit. You don't need a full size. You don't need 1,000, 20,000. You don't need massive size to capitalize on this type of opportunity. For me today, the big mover, I already made a video earlier talking about some of the trades that I made on it, but we'll talk about it again because it's hot and it's up big today. It was, what was it? BMRA. BMRA, this morning, the price was there at $3.40. Let me pull it over here. This morning, the price was at $3.40. What? Yeah, about $3.71. It popped up here to a high of $8. It pulled back, and then it just went straight to the moon once again from $5.51 there up there to $10.60. I was able to capitalize on some of that move. You can see here. I'll pull it up on the 5-minute, kind of what I was looking at. Kind of buying the dip here, selling. Really not liking that overall move at that point because it's up over 272% currently. And you can see right now trying to get back above $9. So we've had a lot of volatility in the markets. There's a lot of opportunities. And like I said, the best thing to do in these types of situations is to kind of size down, be a little bit quicker to take profit. And, don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. Obviously, you can make, I can make a lot of money. The market's crashing. There's volatility. I'm a trader, blah, blah, blah. It's awesome. I can make money. But you can see here, making $781 this morning in my CME account. This is equities account. This is not futures. And people have been asking me, what's this? What's this? The platform that I'm using is Dash Trader. Everyone pretty much knows that at that point. But I'm sure someone's going to comment down below asking me, what platform do you use? Blah, blah, blah. So there it is. I use Dash Trader, and I'm using CME Group as the equities trading. And then for futures, I'm trading with Optimus Futures. I'd pull up the chart for the futures, but pretty much give you exactly the same idea. With seeing this chart, futures looks pretty much the same. I think I'm about $300 in the futures account right now. I've been kind of just small size, 1 or 2 contracts, not being crazy, not being stupid. I'm not trying to give up profit. That's one thing that I've learned over the years is, it's almost 2 o'clock now. I made my money in the morning. Now it's just kind of about just maintaining, maybe make a little bit of profit, but I don't need to go and do things stupid and, lose money at that point. So just been kind of in and out, taking some profit along the way. But I've been seeing some pretty amazing opportunities. A lot of big stocks moving. AHPI, this one's been a big mover as well. So from $13.80 up there to $20 now. So madness. Really just madness here. AHPI, this thing's been making some big moves as well. Going up there to 45, crashing back down, and then now getting back above 20. This is a virus stock as well. So a lot of the big biotechs kind of moving around with the idea that they're going to have some stuff going on. PIXY today. Look at this thing as well. PIXY Pixie going from $9.50 up there to $17. Oh my gosh. What is happening? There's so much volatility and madness right now. Definitely a lot of madness in the markets today. And, I've been keeping an eye on them. And like I said, I think, what was it? The BMRA was kind of look at it now, back above 9, trying to push again back up there to 940 again. So BMRA making massive moves today, going from 360. This was all over social media. I posted it on YouTube. I posted it on StockTwits. Everybody should have seen this ticker, and everybody should have been trading this and traded this volatile mover. It was all over the scanners as well. So there it is. Just want to give you guys a little update on what's going on right now in the markets and talk about some of the big movers. I know a lot of people are thinking, hey, the market's crashing. It's red, red, red. I've been getting people texting me, asking me, hey, when should I buy? When should I get long? When should I do this? I think your best bet right now is just kind of hold tight, and we'll see what happens the next couple days, couple weeks. At this point, there's not like, the SPY is already down so much from the highs from the 340 area. Now we're down here at 230. So it's like, at this point, even if you buy at 240, 250, when the market finds a bottom, it's not like you're going to be, buying at a premium. You're still getting a major discount. So either way, I believe personally the market can still go lower from here. I think there's still a chance that the market could go, down to the $200 area for the SPY. I'm definitely keeping an eye on TQQ. If I see TQQ down like in the double in like the single digits, I would definitely be a major buyer at that point. But even now at the $34 area, it's still getting there. But I'm not going to jump into anything until I really get to the point where I'm like, hey, I guess I'm never going to be sure there's a bottom, but I kind of want to see some sentiment change. I want to see the news. I want to see some stuff, keeping an eye on the corona thing, keeping an eye on, what's happening with the new cases and stuff like that. So once we kind of keep an eye on that, once we're keeping an eye on overall with the world, China recently put out saying that they're closing hospitals because they basically have cured themselves of the virus, and everybody in China is like just back to work as usual over there. So once we get to that point where we start seeing the numbers coming out of the U.S. and other countries that, hey, it was like this for a while, just spike, a lot of new cases. Once we get to the point where we're like below those new cases and we start to taper off to the downside, which I think will happen in the next couple of weeks here. Once we start to see that, then I'll really start to get aggressive in the market and start to look for some dip buys, for long-term holds and things like that. I know I made a video a couple weeks ago talking about buying the dip, but I made it very clear in that video that I was waiting, really waiting to see, what the SPY was going to do. I wasn't trying to jump in too quick. I wasn't trying to just be the first guy to the party. I think at this point, really, you don't need to buy the bottom at this point. It's really just at the point where you can just wait and be patient and really just kind of, be cautious at this point. Be cautious. Let's see what happens with the overall market. Let's see what happens with the sentiment and the news and the media. And just, we'll get to that point. Once we start to see people getting back to normal life and people spending money again and companies, everybody getting back to normal, I think that's going to be the bottom. And it's hard to say exactly where that bottom is going to be, but we'll see the next couple days. Like I said, I'm kind of watching closely on the SPY right now. I'd like to see $200 area. I don't know. I feel like the $200 area on the SPY would really just kind of put us at a point of like, really, okay, this is the bottom. Because you can see we're basically at the area of 2018 when we crashed in 2018, December of 2018. So we're kind of right there, but we've already dipped below there. So after that, really, support-wise, I think, 200, 210. You can see right there, that's kind of back in 2016. So there's still plenty of room to go here. Look at how just drastic this drop is from 340 down there to 230 now. So massive drop. Everybody knows about it. Everyone's talking about it. But we'll see what happens. Like I said, just kind of playing it safe. If you are going to start buying, you want to buy companies that have not had major issues before. Strong companies that are staples in our overall life. People are going to keep going to these establishments, or are going to keep buying these products, things like that. You want to find companies that people just can't live without, because at some point, obviously we're going to get that rally back. The market's going to rally back, and people are going to make a lot of money. Someone's going to make a lot of money because they were smart and they waited for the dip and things like that. So really just kind of being patient is going to be key, especially with day trading and long-term investing at this point. So just want to give you guys a little update. Big move in the market today. We're at 8% right now, so we've already got halted at the 7%. We'll see what happens. Maybe if we can hold this 230 area, maybe. But still, I think we just need to go a little bit lower. We got to get to the point where it's like, okay, this is really the end of the world. And then, hey, it might be a time to start buying and start looking for some long-term opportunities. So if you guys haven't already, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell notification as well, the subscribe button, all that. That way you'll get the updates if I do post about what stocks are hot in the morning and things like that. You want to get updated. If you're still watching this video, don't worry. There's a lot more videos right here on the #1 day trading channel for you to check out and learn more about day trading. So don't be afraid and check out these videos right over here. 1, 2, newest and latest and greatest videos for you to check out. Also, hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already.